Hey everyone, it's your boy Pee Wee back with another video. So I know last week I posted a video of what my top five new comics to watch out for are. And as I was just scrolling and looking at all the different comics, there are three more that I wanted to recommend as well to keep an eye on. They're not as, in my opinion, they're not as important to keep an eye on as the other ones, but these definitely have some pretty cool premises that I think most will enjoy. So I wanted to make sure, to bring awareness to these three as well. So the first one is going to be the Steel Emperor. Now, if you're looking for this one, if you just get type it into Google the name, it's gonna get messed up with the Emperor of Steel, which is another comic that has a pretty similar name. It's not that one. Like the correct name of this one is the Steel Emperor. So make sure you're looking for at least this picture. Uh, but overall, this is basically just a story of a conqueror, so to speak, the general of an army, and his army uh, get transported to another world. And so it's not just about like one character being transported to another world. From what I could tell, it's about an entire army, like the general and his army get teleported to another world, and basically they, since all they know is conquering the world, basically they decide that, hey, there's nothing else to do, we can't go back to our own world, so we might as well start conquering this one. So I feel like the premise of this one's pretty cool, and I feel like you should also keep an eye out on this one. The next one is the Genius Assassin's Second Life Begins at the Academy. uh it's typical, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty typical revenge story where the MC helped like a prince rise to power, and the prince stabs him in the back and betrays him because either he's afraid of his strength, or basically the prince feels like he has no more use left in him, so he wants to get rid of any loose ends. um so he gets betrayed and killed, and then but he regresses back in time, and he decides, I'm not going to live that life. I'm not going to help this prince regain power. What I'm going to do now is, in this life, I'm going to get stronger than I was in my previous life, to the point where no one can uh essentially betray me or kill me, and I'm going to live this life how I want to live it. So I feel like this is going to be a pretty decent revenge story with good power up. um but I think overall thing is just, I have a soft spot for revenge stories, so that's why I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on this. If you like revenge stories, then I definitely recommend keeping an eye out on this one as well. But the last one is gonna be surviving as the maid of the Sichuan Tang clan. Now, I will admit, anytime I see the words Tang clan or Sichuan Tang clan, I always I find myself wanting to read it. Um, Mainly just because I like the aspect of the Tang clan in most stories, of how they're the poison clan and they're mysterious, or they're a good clan but they borderline evil slash demon, right? And just the Tang clan itself is just always fascinating to me, and I always like seeing how they're written in other stories. But so that's why I personally am keeping an eye out on this one. um, it's also different because this one is about a female main character, and there's not a lot of cultivation stories with female main characters, or at least none that I really can remember. Like, I remember for a while there I was searching specifically for cultivation stories with a female main character, and I couldn't find any. But so I'm keeping an eye on it. I think it's gonna be different. Than most cultivation stories, simply because it revolves around a female main character rather than a male main character, and it's about the Tang clan. So I personally am drawn to this one. Um, but yeah, so I just, those three are just, I made the video about the five I'm gonna be keeping my eyes out on, and these are just three more that I found that I feel you guys should keep your eyes out on as well. But yeah, that'll be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.